changed.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about going there.
Yeah. I think this will be my first one in a couple of years I've been to, but this will be the first one they've ever had. So I'm curious as to see how it's going to play out. It looks to be like it's going to be a good event. So I hope that it will be.
It's going to be like working session.
Oh, well, no, it's, that's what we were discussing. The way it's going to work right now is they're going to just have a Q&A section for you guys to come and talk to the CVAs. But Melinda went ahead and approved for us to be able to have our own one-on-one sessions if that's what some clients are asking for. But it won't be inclusive in what they're doing. It'll be something that we set up on our own after all the sessions are done. I'm actually trying to get my email together about that now, because the clients that I do have that want to do that, I want to be able to give you guys an opportunity to meet with me one-on-one, and we sit down and go over stuff, and try to answer those questions that you do have that we may not have time to do either on these kind of sessions or, back and forth through the client log. So I'm trying to see how that's going to play out and look at my calendar and see when the sessions are supposed to end, or what time the last session is for the evening, and then kind of put aside like 2 or 3 hours, and then have those one-on-one sessions in between that. So they only allowing us to do it either before all the sessions start or after. I'm not sure how many people are gonna want to give up that sleep in the morning. So I'm looking for more in the afternoon, but I'm gonna have a couple open morning sessions if I do have somebody that want to get up that early and do it. But that's that's something aside of what they're gonna have for the Q&A. The Q&A portion, they're only given 10 minutes. So it's like you guys write down what your burning question is for that moment. You'll turn your card in, and then they'll tell you you have an appointment at this time, and then they'll have you guys come to the table. We'll answer those questions that you have for that 10 minutes, and that's gonna be it. I know that you can get that question answered in the 10 minutes, but most of you guys that I've worked with, you're hands-on. So it's easier when we're sitting either on a call like this and you're showing your screen and I'm walking you through it. And then being able to be able to be in the same location at the same time with a one-on-one, I think that's much better, because then I'm watching you, you're actually doing it, and I'm walking through with you together.
Right.
So I'm gonna actually offer that to my clients. I don't know if any of the other CVAs are gonna do it. I know that when we had our meeting a minute ago, a couple of them said that they just want to come to the event and be in the moment. I know how to be in the moment and still be able to, have those one-on-ones after.
Yeah.
So but that's what I'm going to do. I can't really speak for them, but that's what I'm going to do, because I think that being the sense that she, because I know who posed the question to her. It was one of the boot campers that actually asked her, and that's one of the ladies I'm working with currently, and she asked, was we going to have that opportunity? And at the time I said no, because we hadn't approached Melinda about it. And I was like, when you guys go to them and say, hey, do you mind, or have you thought about doing this or that? 9 times out of 10, if it's a great idea, they're going to do it. So she did okay it. She just said that it'll be at whatever we're going to charge. I don't foresee charging a lot, because it's only for an hour. We can only really do so much in an hour. So I don't expect for it to be no more. I'm thinking about 147. That's what I feel comfortable with, and that's what that's the first number that pops in my head. And 9 times out of 10, when that's the first one pops in my head, that's the one I'm gonna go with.
That's what you go with, yeah.
Yeah, and I think 147 is a good price, and especially for an hour, and you're still getting me one-on-one, and you can ask all the questions you want. We can walk through everything, and so it's just me getting my words together and singing it out in this email, and then for those that do want to do it, reply back, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking to do. So I'm gonna log on to your console, and I'm gonna go.
So do we get all those pages fixed where the other person?
I did. I went on there. I don't know why, and even in the template thing that you were mentioning to me, I don't know why it just won't show the call strategy form the way it should. But either way, I just took out the replacement link, and I linked it to the actual call strategy. I did go to your website and put the opt-in there. And so you looked at it already?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, is that a good placement, or?
Yeah, I think it was better than, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen here. So what I did was I went through the boot camp thing again, and I marked off what we already have done. So I'll minimize this. So I marked off what we already went through and did. I went through all your autoresponders here, and I went ahead and formatted them. If it was links, I linked them. Okay. And I took I just took this portion of I forgot to ask if you wanted me to add your photo there, so I kind of left it.
Yeah, I left my photo on everything.
You want photo? Okay. So I'll go back and add that in. Because only thing I figured that I'm going to use the rest of the time for is, I'm not going to, I did talk to Jackie, and she said we could go until the 31st.
Okay, cool.
So I did still want us to do another one.
Okay.
And, to do another day where we go through stuff and you can ask me, show you this and show you that. Okay. And then the rest of that I'm going to use to create your processes to where you know how, and like a process and a checklist. So how I went through and did, whatever new thing I added, or the steps that I know the certain things you're going to use on a regular, the steps of where you find it at, how you get there, and how you go about doing it. And then a checklist that's make sure that you gather all of your materials, whether it be documents, whether it be if you're going to use an external sales page or something like that. How you gather all of that and checking it off just to make sure you have everything. So that way when you sit down and do your autoresponders, everything lines up. Creating any templates that I do know that you're probably going to use on a regular. That's how I'm going to use the remaining hours we have. Okay. So I think that'll be a good use of the hours, and you'll have what you need at the end. And then we'll meet. Once we convene this last time, then I'll show you. I'm going to share a Dropbox link with you, and that'll have everything that we're going to use, or that I'm going to give you, along with. You'll have the YouTube link for all the videos that we've had that for our sessions. You'll have that, and you can access that anytime. I'm just trying to make sure I give you basically an outboarding kind of thing, and then also give you an outboarding process. So when your clients finish, make sure you have these things with in a folder or a specific area where they can access at all times. Because they're gonna be, and most times people ask you, did you have this? You used to have that. Perfect. It's much easier to just create a folder, put everything in there, and then I normally transfer everything, even our messages that, from Coach's Console. Since we can download all those, I also always make sure I download those and stick those in that folder. So you can always access that in case you either sent me something, or if it was a document, or if there was information, it's all in that one folder, and then you'll be able to access it whenever. So it'll be just us be showing you what all the processes are, what the checklists are, and then, like I said, giving you that link, which I'm going to actually email you from my email to yours, and then give you the link for your YouTubes, and I'll even show you that where that area is at too. Okay. So that way you'll know all of that.
Yeah, that's perfect, because it's easier for me to just have you do it and then just write down what you did and what I need to do than for us to do this.
Okay.
I'd rather you use that time doing that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a more of a state. So you like the better of the step-by-step kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, that works. Add photos. So I'll go back in and add your photo to all, because I did it on all the emails. So I knew that the signature block needed to go there, but I wasn't sure about the photo. So I wanted to ask first.
I did notice there was in some places you use sample sessions, and some places you use another term.
There was I just kept what they had in there, so they probably did it that way, because I didn't change any wording for them.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I told you to do, so that's cool.
Yeah, so I left it that way, and all I did was just format.
Okay.
Format how it looks. For instance, this one I think has links. Yep. So all I did was link those particular things to the client profile, to the discovery intake. So everything is just linked, and then I'll go back and, like I said, and fix your signature block. I also created you a template for that. Or did I? No, I didn't. I just added them in there. So I'm going to go back and do that. But it's going to be an email signature template. So that way, if you create emails that are not already here, you'll be able to just access that, which I'll actually, because I'm going to add that also into the how to and where to get it. Do you plan on using this newsletter option?
No, I don't think I'll do a newsletter.
Okay. Is there anything that you can think of that you might want to? So, do you currently send out weekly newsletters or monthly newsletters, or looking to do that?
No, I was thinking. No, I was thinking about possibly doing a blog. I hadn't thought about doing a newsletter because, like I said, I'm not a writer.
Right.
And that just frustrates me to have to be writing something all the time.
And that's me too. I don't use a lot of PLR because I'm not a writer either. So I can take PLR and tweak it up and make it work. And that's how I normally put out stuff. Okay, there we go.
You know, you might stay in your lane, right?
Yep, that's it. I don't try to do anything else I can't do. The reason why I was asking was because if there was other stuff that I do have that I think would be something good that you can use, I was going to put it in your folder.
Yeah, I was saying I'm delegating you to recommend because you work with other coaches. And anything you think that would be good for me to let's do that.
Okay.
And then, like I said, and then the last piece of it is just a summary of all what I have and how I access it.
Okay, I can do that. I did want to show you. I did create your client portal already.
Okay.
All I did was really use John's profile and looked at it so I can see what it looks like. So I basically took a lot of the forms that were there. I shrunk it down. And these are the ones I mostly see being used often. So those are the only ones I kept.
Okay.
But I will give you the step-by-step if you how to create one, if you do, where to put it and all that stuff. The calendar says, I believe, we did change it over. So now he has the options.
Yes.
If he was going to do a sample session, which he's not because he's a current client.
Yes.
But we can change I'm actually going to go ahead and change the ones for active clients because they don't need this one. They're not doing a sample session anymore. They'll just actually be meeting with you.
Right.
Give them that 1 hour. And then I needed to add your welcome page. But on your welcome page, I don't know if you've been on, when you log into mine, if you've been on that one. Okay, let me switch over screens real quick. I'm just going to show you this real quick because I want to really be able to use all the rest of your hours there. I'm going to get out of here. Okay, so if I was to log in as you, let me know if you can see my screen too.
Yes.
Okay. So right now is if you were to log in, if I was to log in as you, this is your welcome screen, your welcome page. This is what you would come up to. So it's basically a welcome page. On this side, I'm going to actually be putting in the, I'm going to have, since I've changed the template, because that's what's the new thing that's coming for you guys next is the templates. So this whole thing has changed. The look has changed. So now I need to do another client portal tour. So I'm going to do the same thing for your clients.
Okay.
And then we also have a test account. So in my test account, that's what I'm going to use to set up the new one for you. I'm going to give you two. It's going to be the one of the way yours currently looks. Okay. And then it'll be just a generalized one of when the new layout comes, how it looks and how they still access their stuff. It's still in the same way, but it just looks different.
Okay.
So this will be the welcome page. Normally, like I said, once I do the new video, it'll be this content here, the video, and then just making sure that I give those kind of vital that information. Even though I have, up the office closing, I'm still going to have an actual calendar down here. And I think that I'm going to give you that option too, to give you those calendars too, and that way you can add it into yours. And if there's any time you're going to be closed, or if you want to do that, then you can be able to give it off of that to your clients. And then of course, any other little pertinent information here. You don't have to put certifications in there, but if you had resources that you want to share versus creating a whole page for them, unless, there are pages that you have, you can still link it to, like you were mentioning, you're going to do a blog and you want them to be able to read them. you still could give that, put the title of what the blog is and link that blog to the, or link it to the blog. So I'll give you all the info on how to do that too. So that's what
would you put here or at somewhere else with like my Facebook and all of that? That will go on something else.
I was gonna say that would actually go. I would give you the how-to of how to take it from your console and put it to your Facebook.
Okay.
And then of course using, I don't know if you've heard of Biddle link, using a Biddle, which shrinks all your, instead of putting a long URL, it shrinks it down. So I suggest using that as often as possible. But I was going to give you that too, the step-by-step of how to take any kind of information that you want to share, whether it's from your website and you're trying to share it on your social media, of how to go about doing that.
Okay, good.
So there's, like I said, there's a lot of resources that I wanted to share, but I wanted to get an idea of how you wanted me to do that for you. And then as far as your other, and then any other, your main, your main things here, then you can put those at the top. But I do have a resource page, or I'll go back to this one. When I was updating resources page, I had a page where it was these things that you guys could download. So all of this right here is going to be in your folder.
Okay.
Because I already had it. So I'm just going to share it, add it to your folder and share it. And it'll actually be the actual document.
Perfect.
And then you can just use it however. And then there's other stuff that I have in my from either PLR that I know I've used myself or used to help clients with that works, or something that I like. There's a resource that I use, Coach Blue. I use a lot of their stuff, so I keep. And that's actually where I got all this from, because I wanted to use it for me, and I noticed that a lot of my coaches came and they didn't have all these things. And you can, use what you want to use, and that you don't have to.
Exactly.
But it's good to have it. So those are the kind of resources that I shared, for the clients. And then, like, I know I do have to go and pull. There was about your book. Do you have the actual affiliate link for that? Is that on your website? Is that the actual?
It's on the website, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see, was that the actual link? The store.
Yeah, because you can purchase it from the website. It takes you to the Amazon link.
Okay. And then they just send you your thing, correct, to let you know somebody purchased one?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll pull that up. So I'm going to put that over in your area too, because any way that you can continuously draw, even because a lot of clients may or may not go to your site, but if you have it on your, an area where they can still purchase it.
Exactly. I want it on as many places as possible. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'll set that up for you too. So like I said, I'm just going to spend in the rest of the time just getting all those things, those processes, all that stuff I know that you're going to need. And that does take time to get together. Yeah. Even though some of it I do, but a lot of it I have to specify to what you use and what your business use. So that's what the other part of takes up that time. So I foresee being able to use it all.
Good. Perfect.
Was there any questions you have for me today?
No, I saw the autoresponders because I signed up. They look good. I like them.
Okay,
no, I'm liking everything that I'm seeing so far. I really, again, I'm working in an area what I don't know. So I'm relying on you. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll make sure, like I said, I'll give you my process of how I went and did, how I went about doing what I was going to do, or what I was doing for you. I'm also giving you any other tools I think you can use. Give you the checklist of those. And then coming up with whatever else I can create, or whatever else I know that I've done for other clients. Like I know when they setting up their events, how they're, you gotta have your checklist for, your opt-in forms, the sales page, all those kind of things.
Perfect, because I am doing events. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
And
yes.
I also have the webinar stuff too. I have it from start to finish, and then even the management for each month.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll get all that together for you.
Perfect.
And I also give you the teleseminar stuff. I don't know if you're ever going to do it, but you'll have it.
Perfect. And what you think a benefit for going to Atlanta? You think there's something there? I
think it would be good, if nothing else. Going and just getting the information. These women are making 8 figures, so they got to be doing something right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be a benefit. It really would.
Okay, I registered.
Especially with you just starting with. I'm not saying you're just starting out, but they're in an arena to where they know what works.
Yeah,
And
well, basically, I'm just starting out because I've
yeah,
been doing it part time. So even though I
okay,
have
yeah.
clients, yeah,
Then
yeah.
definitely I would say go because I know they're going to be giving a lot of valuable information, and I'm be in that room getting it to you.
Okay, cool.
So I
All
think
right.
it'll be a benefit. So if you
Awesome.
haven't
So
done
you're
it
there,
yet,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I will get you squared away. When can we meet again next week?
See what you got open.
Let's see. I think I want to say I have. I got Wednesday open all day.
Wednesday the 31st.
I can do as early as you want or as late in the afternoon.
Yeah, late in the afternoon, Wednesday.
Can you do about 2 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. And you are Central, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I make sure. So we're on the same time zone. All right. So that'll be the day where I'll go through and show you the folder with everything that's in it.
Okay.
Walk you through anything I think you might need to know now.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll be done.
We'll be done.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, dear.
All right. Thank you, dear. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you Wednesday.
All
Okay,
right.
bye.
Bye-bye.